right. Hey y'all, we are about to get started. I'm waiting on Brittany. She's going to be joining us today. But yeah, pretty much if you were here for a first look, we are going to be talking about dorm life and any and all questions that you have on that. Hey
Hi.
Brittany. Yeah, I was just talking about just introducing pretty much. If you're here for a first look, then we were talking about dorm life. And today, to spice things up, I got a playlist going. So we're gonna have some music. Right now, we have some Harry Styles from the Clean Pop playlist.
Good choice.
But if you have any recommendations, here, let me see. But yeah, if you have any recommendations or you have questions, you can go to the little question feature and ask us anything. So yeah, Brittany, can you hear the music? Do you want me to turn it
Yeah,
up?
I can hear it a little. I think it's good background.
Okay. So yeah, first looks were fun. How's your day, Brittany?
Pretty good so far. I'm just walking around outside just
Nice.
for the heck of it.
Yeah. Okay, so right now we have 5 questions from students. So let's just go ahead and jump in. So let's see. I think the first question that we can answer is, can we hang out with people in our dorm this year? So, Brittany, do you want to start?
Yeah, I think that you'll definitely be able to hang out with people at your dorm, and if anything, events will probably be more at the dorm level than usual, just for social distancing needs. So yeah, you can still hang out at your dorm.
Yeah, yeah. Things are still pretty much up in the air because of just health concerns. But yeah, I think dorm life is going to be a priority for a lot of students. And I know Stanford, administration, is trying to make dorm life as good as it was in previous years. So I would still definitely look forward to that. But yes, and there's lots of ways to hang out with people. It just has to be in person. There's just a lot of different ways to hang out with people virtually, over Zoom, FaceTime, etc. So yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Next question is, okay. These are 2 questions, but I'm gonna break it up. What's something that you brought to school one year, but you shouldn't have?
Um, We talked about this a little in our group, Jessica, at our first look
Mm-hmm.
today, and definitely clothes. We talked about that we
Yep.
didn't need to bring as many clothes as we did. What did you say, Jessica? Something about outfits? It
I
was
said t-shirts
okay.
because that was a big thing. Definitely, you don't need to bring all the t-shirts in your drawer because personally, I only wore about a couple of them. I'm not gonna say how many, but you don't need all of them, especially since there's just a lot of ways to get clothes when you get to school. So yeah,
Yeah, and then pack light. Sorry. Um, I was given a mini fridge, and microwave, and did not end up using it at all. I basically just ate dining hall food. Yeah, so not
yeah,
necessity.
yeah. I remember having a mini fridge, and I used it especially towards the end of I think it was the end of winter quarter when things were weird, and I was like, maybe I should just make food from here. So that's when I really got use out of it. But other than that, I just kept sodas and water in there. Um, but yeah, there's definitely fridges, ovens, microwaves in your dorms. But yeah, so to go along with that, what is something that you wish you brought with you but didn't? I don't know. Because usually, if you need something, you can get it. You can
Yeah,
find some sort of way to get it. I'm just trying to think.
I feel like I had the essentials like toiletries, sheets, bedding, um, clothes I brought, and like anything else I needed, I could like get on campus and or like order.
Yeah. I
Maybe
will
like
say,
oh yeah,
yeah.
go.
I was just gonna say storage because I
Mm,
had one big bin that I kept under my bed just to keep like miscellaneous things. But when we were all leaving campus, I was like, dang, I wish I had more of those so it'd make packing up easier.
yeah, and then I was just gonna say like something that's like not at all an essential, but this past year, my sophomore year, I bought like a hang up drying rack that like goes over the door, and that was just nice because sometimes the washing and drying machines get like really rough on your clothes.
Mm,
Definitely not an essential though.
yeah. I don't know. I would also say like a mirror, but I just ended
Mm,
up buying that at Target for like 20-ish dollars. Um, but yeah, that's about it though.
yeah, full length mirrors are nice. The dorm has like a face one in like your dresser,
Mm.
but like yeah.
I'm gonna put on another song. Let's see. Do we like? I know we both like Harry Styles,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. So let's put on "Adore You." It's on the Clean Pop
Okay.
playlist.
I
So
explain.
let's see if it wants to play. But yeah, while I'm doing that, let's go to the next question, which is, what are tips to be a good roommate? We should probably
Um,
preface this with students are likely going to have like their own space, so you won't be sharing like a bedroom per se. You may be in a room that's connected to another bedroom, or you just might be in a single. So yeah, but yeah, for future, definitely you're probably going to have a roommate at some point in your life. Yeah, go ahead, Brittany.
yeah, I was just gonna say like just respect each other. You well, we had to do like roommate contracts where you kind of like explain like when you like to go to bed, how clean you like to keep the room,
Yeah.
any like thing that your roommate should know about you. Um, and yeah, just like respect each other's space, and like the same thing goes for like hallmates or like other dorm mates. Maybe if they're not necessarily your roommates still. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely just respect boundaries. I feel like that was just a big thing for me because also another thing, you might not know your boundaries when you first get to school because you might be used to just like living with your family, maybe friends, maybe by yourself. So just learning to live with someone that you don't know might be a new thing for a lot of us. And for me, it just took some like learning, okay, this is what I like and this is what I don't really appreciate. And just like adapting and being flexible with yourself as you go. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to like set your own boundaries and also like respect other people's too. Goes both ways.
yeah, hmm definitely goes both ways. Okie dokie. Um, okay, this is one more question that we have. Is how do you think dorm life will change with COVID? That's a great question because we are still asking ourselves this for the most part. Um, yeah, COVID is changing a lot of things, and there's just many spaces are still considering reopening if they will even do that, and just learning how to be healthy again post, or I can't say post COVID because we're still here. Um, but yeah, it'll take a lot of adjustment, and just like shout out to all of you who still have like that patience. Um, yeah, it's gonna take some more patience.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of things are just like up in the air, and we are not like privy to any like university policy or information yet. So sorry that a majority of our answers recently have been like, I don't know yet. But that's just how it's playing out. And then I think to like look on the bright side, um, events will probably be more on the dorm level anyway. So I think maybe your dorm community will be like even like stronger than it would normally be. A bright
Yeah,
side to this.
for sure. We just got a new question, which I really think is good, which is there somewhere we can find, that's my little sister.
Hi.
Okay. The question is there somewhere we can find a comprehensive packing list? I believe somewhere there is a packing list, but that would make a good blog post.
That
So
would be a good blog post.
stay tuned is my answer.
Also, check out our blog, Welcome New Students at wordpress.com.
We can look it up, but I'll put it on the Instagram story afterwards. if you go to the link in our bio, yes,
Link in
it is
bio.
on there.
We're influencers.
We're influencers. We're YouTubers, essentially. But yeah, check out that link. What else? But yeah, definitely, we're gonna make a blog post about this. Just stay tuned. All right, we got another question. You guys have questions. That's good. So, do you think lessons will be different in terms of style? I'm guessing like just like classes and stuff, lectures.
I guess for taking classes during spring quarter, which were online, the like regular kind of lectures where not like hands-on project based, like that transitioned like pretty well to going online because it's basically the same but through Zoom. And then for like more project-based classes or like lab-based classes, I think professors are working to like structure some of their assignments so that it is possible to do online. But I think I'm not sure exactly how they'll look out. Any thoughts, Jessica?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of style, I think, especially after spring quarter, just professors have learned how to just more effectively teach online and over Zoom and over just like virtual platforms. So I think, personally, I didn't think spring quarter was that different. Yeah. It was just like the things that were going on in the world that was different. But I think professors are still going for like, we're teaching you in a pretty similar way that we would in class, and there's also ways to reach out if you need help, which is the same as usual. I think that everybody that was available on campus is striving to be available virtually. So yeah, especially for those that can't make it on campus, yeah, definitely I wouldn't worry about that part. Yeah. Okie dokie. I think that is all the questions we have for now. But if you have more questions, feel free to let us know. We are here on our Instagram. Also, email us at, our email is approaching@stanford.edu. We're here on Instagram, on our blog, which I will pub on our story in a minute. But yeah, reach out if you need anything because we are here to help you. Brittany, any final words?
Nope, you nailed it.
All right, awesome. Follow us on Instagram, read our blogs, and read the weekly newsletter. It has a lot of good information. All right, so that is the end of this on air. We will see you tomorrow with another first look session on dorm life. And yeah, bye.
Bye.